Hello guys. So to keep the same spirit, we're going to make another Christmas jewelry. Now I didn't get a lot of requests. I don't get a lot of requests generally, but this one was requested like 5 or 6 times. I had, I think, 3 on YouTube and 2 on TikTok. Anyway, so the idea is why I didn't make it till now. It is not my pattern. I did not invent this pattern. I searched for the original pattern creator. I searched, I asked ChatGPT to search, but he didn't find it. I did find a lot of people selling the already made earrings, but not the pattern. So I don't know who originally made the pattern. Now, in order for me not to get into trouble, I did do some changes. So it's not the original pattern. I changed some parts here. Sorry. I changed some counting around here. I changed on the edge. So I did do some changes. It's not the original pattern, but it's just so I don't get into trouble. But we're going to make these earrings. So yeah, it's not the original pattern, but it's very close to it. So yeah, I just don't want to get into trouble. Okay, so I've made it with Toho 15-0. So they're the small beads. Why? Because it's pretty big even with 15-0. So I'm going to show you the measurements. So the width with 15-0 is 3 centimeters, which is 1.2 inches. Like, I don't know what this line means, but yeah, so it's this in inches and it's 3 centimeters. The length is 9 centimeters, which is 3.5 inches. So it's pretty big even using 15-0 beads. You can use bigger, but just keep in mind that the bigger the beads, the bigger the project. So that's why I chose to go with this. I think if you use Delica, it's gonna be slightly bigger, not super big. But if you go with seed beads 11-0, 10-0, then it's gonna be pretty big, yeah. I hardened it. I've used Mod Podge because if I don't, then it's just going to be moving around. It's gonna be like this almost, but on the top. So I hardened it. Let me just move my light a bit. So you see it's pretty hard. For the materials, you are going to need 4 colors, obviously: white, green, red, and golden. You can use any shade of it or any combination of it, but I'm going to show you what I've used. For the red, I've used this opaque sherry. For the green, I've used this opaque mint green. For the white, I've used obviously white. And for the golden, I've used this Perma Finish galvanized starlight. You can use, sorry, I'm hitting my phone again. You can use any combination, like if you want a darker green or a darker red, different, or you can put, instead of golden, you can put silver, so it's okay. The clasp is stainless steel. I got these from BBcraft. They're super cute. I think they have sales now, so you can check them out. The thread, I've used this. I suggest you use pretty sturdy thread. Like, you can use any, obviously, but the sturdier the materials you use, the better quality, you know, the more your items last. Like, I have items that are made 3-4 years ago and they're just like new. Like, you need to have good materials. For the needle, considering we're working with very small beads, I suggest you use a 12 needle. Like, mine is wobbly, but you know, that's how they go. So it's a thin needle, because in certain places you'll need to go multiple times, so you need a thin needle. You can try with a size 11 needle, but at some point, even with 12, I had a little bit of hard time working my thread around. What we're going to do, so what's the plan? This is going to be a long tutorial because we're going to do the whole earring together. So we're going to start with this banda, with this line, yeah. This is going to be a simple ladder stitch with 3 beads. Then we're going to go up with a little bit of brick stitch. Yeah, so we're going to go the ladder, then we're going to do the brick stitch, and then we're going to do the loop. From here, I finished the thread, so I had to add a new one. From here, we're going to go down with the fringes, and we're going to do each fringe together. So as I said, it's going to be a long tutorial. I'm gonna do my best not to bore you, not to keep English as best as I can, but yeah, keep in mind this is going to be long, so if you start, like if you want to do it, it's yeah. So prepare your materials. 4 colors of beads: white, green, red, golden. Keep in mind the size of the beads. You can go with Delica, but Toho is very pretty and it's cheaper. Toho 15. Prepare your needle with the thread. You can always add more thread. I will show you how to do that when my thread finishes here. So you just, when you finish, you work your thread around in the earring. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Don't put too much thread so that it's going to make you slower or it's going to make your work harder. Just you can put smaller thread and just add work it in the project and just add more later, because then you're going to make your life easier. So 4 colors of beads, thread, needle, tons of patience. Sorry for my English again. Prepare to be amazed about how sometimes words don't word properly. Okay, but I will do my best, I promise. I know how to say red, white, green, golden. I know the colors, the numbers, everything is gonna be fine. So prepare the materials, and we're gonna come back and make this beautiful, beautiful fringe poinsettia earrings. Okay, so I got my needle threaded, and we're going to start with the base. With the base is going to be 17 groups of 3, 8, 1, 8. So we're going to start making 8 groups of 3 white. So pick up 6 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull them down to your tail. Go up through the first 3. Pull the thread. Go up. So thread is coming from here, from this one. And we're gonna go up through these 3. And we're gonna make a knot. Okay. Now I'm going to go down through these 3. Let me just make sure I'm in the camera. Maybe zoom in a bit. Hopefully it's visible. Okay, and we're just going to make groups of 3. It's very easy. Pick up 3 white. 1, 2, 3. Thread is coming from down, and we are going up. So we need to make 8 white, 8 groups white. So that's 3. Again, pick up 3 white. 1, 2, 3. Thread is up. We go down like so, and I go down through those 3 again. Now we have 4. We need 4 more. So pick up 3 white. 1, 2, 3. Thread is down. We go through up. And we go through all of them again. And again we pick 3 white. 1, 2, 3. Thread is coming from the up. We go from the down. So make sure your tension is proper, because they might It's 3, so it's when it's 2 it's easier, but when it's 3 they might make some space into them. So we have 2, 4, 6. We need 2 more. So 1, 2, 3. Thread this down. We go through up and up through those 3 again. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thread this up. We go through down. And we go from the top down. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. So you need to have 8 groups of 3 white beads. Now we're going to put 3 golden. So 1, 2, and 3. Thread is coming down. We go through up. Next so. And up through the 3 golden. Pick up now as we did 8 on this side, we're going to do 8 more white groups on the other side. So pick up 3 white, 1, 2, 3. Thread this up, we go down. Three more white, 1, 2, 3. Thread this down, we go up. And then go through them again. And again, 1, 2, 3. Thread this up, we go down. And again, we go through them all. Pick up 3 white again. 1, 2, 3. Thread this down, we go through up. And we go through them again. And again, pick up 3 white, 1, 2, 3. Thread this up, we go down. So. And we go from top to bottom. Don't worry about this, it will get fixed when we work the top part. This is why I said that tension it has to be proper, because here it's 3, so it will be more wobbly. So we have 5, now we need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. We are down, so we have to go up. And go through them again. And again, pick up 3. 1, 2, 3. Thread this up and we go down. And we go from the top down. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thread this down and we go up. Normally you would want to avoid this, like how it's not straight. You would want to have them like this, not like this, but it's the tension, it's when you make knots, stuff like that. That's why it's best to go slow. What I like to do on the last group added, to go one more time through the previous group, and up through this, just to strengthen it. Okay, so now we have made our ladder. This shows you the width of the earring. So you see there is still one more, like half a bead on each side, so you can add the width of one more bead if you want to. If you want to make, for example, with bigger beads and you want to see how the width it will be, then you can measure this. So we just did this part here, and this one with Toho 15 now is 2.8 centimeters or 1 inch and 1 bar. So if you want to make it like if you were thinking, okay, I want to make with 11 rows and it's too big, then you can see how the width it will be. So we've made the bar, yeah, and now we're going to start making the top. Okay, so now we're going to start. Don't worry about the tail, we're going to work it in. Let me just zoom back in. Okay, so the first row is going to be brick stitch, but it's going to be increase. So we're going to pick up 2 white beads, 1, 2, and we're going to do normal brick stitch under the thread between the first and the second group, and go up through the second bead. Pick up another white, go under the next thread, one more white. Let me just move my whites a bit. One more white under the next thread, so we have 4 and we need one more white, and go under the next thread. And we have our first row. We put 5 white in a brick stitch. Next up we have 2 green, so 1, and now we pick up the other green under the next thread, and that's 2. Now we put 1 white under the next thread, and now you see on the side of the golden we're gonna put 2 golden, so pick up 1 golden, go between the white and the golden, and 1 more golden between the golden and the white. Now 1 white between these 2 white, and now we go with 2 green, so 1, and 2. And now we have to add 5 more white where we're going to work our tail in. So how we work our tail, we just move it on the side like this, just making sure it's there. Pick up 1 white, go normally under the thread, and make sure the tail is on top of your needle. You see, there is the tail. Pull the white, and when you go through the white, you make sure you work the tail in. Next, and we have to add 4 more white, so 1, with working with the tail in there. One more white, so that's 3. We have 2 more, 4, so. I think I got a knot somewhere around here. Yeah, it's fixed. And we put the 5th in the same place as the 4th, so under there. Next. And we finished the first row. Now we can cut off the tail. Okay. And we're going to work the next row. Just a second. Okay. The next row is going to be a decrease row. So we're not going to make the bead, we're not going to have the bead on the inside, we're going to have a little bit on the outside, a little bit on the inside. So pick up 2 white beads. On the decrease row, we're going to go under the thread between the 2nd and the 3rd. Now we're going to go up through the 2nd bead, like so, like we did on the increase row, but you see how the bead goes chook? We need to unchook it. So we're going to go, so we went up through the 2nd, we go down through the 1st and up through the 2nd again. And now the bead will go to its place. Okay. Now we add 3 more white, so 1, 2, and 3, because we need to have 5 white beads on the 2nd row. Next up we have 2 green beads, so 1, and 2, one golden, one red, so I'm just going to move some red beads over here, so 1 red between these 2 golden, 1 golden, now we need to put 2 green, so 1, and 2, and now like we did on this side we need to add 5 white, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we finished another row. The next row is going to be an increase again, so unspin your thread because mine got very spinny. So again an increase row, so pick up 2 white, so increase row, we go under the thread between the 1st and the 2nd bead, and we just go up through the 2nd bead. So that's 2, 3. There's only 5 white again. So 3, 4, 5. Next up we have 2 green, so pick up one green, and the second green. One golden, two red, so 1, and 2, one golden, now we go with 2 green, so 1, sorry, and 2, and now we put again 5 white, so 1, 2, I need to unspin my thread again. I don't know why it keeps spinning around. 3, 4, and as I said, it's an increase row at the beginning, so we're gonna add one more white bead in the same place as the last one. So the 5th goes under the same thread as the 4th. So. And we finished another row. Now from here on out, almost it's going to be decrease rows. So unspin your thread, and for the next row we're gonna pick up 2 white, so decrease, so we go under the thread between the 2nd and the 3rd, like so, up through the 2nd, down through the 1st. Sorry about that, my cat got hungry, had to feed her. So as I said, up through the 2nd, down through the 1st, and up through the 2nd again. Now we're gonna be putting 5 golden. So pick up 1 golden, go under the thread between the 3rd and the 4th. So that's 1 more golden, 2, 1 more golden, 3, 4, 5, now we put 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, now again 5 golden, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 2 white, so 1, and 2. And we finished another row. For the next row, pick up 2 white, so 1, 2, it's again a decrease row, so 1, 2, so we're going to go under the thread between the white and the golden, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. Now 1 golden, between these two first golden, 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, 1 golden, 2 red, so 1, and 2, 1 golden, 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, 1 golden, and 2 white, 1, and 2. And we finished one more row. Now for the next row, unspinning my thread again. Sorry about that. The next row is going to be a decrease row once again, so we're going to be picking up 2 white, I just threw it away, I guess. And go under the thread between the white and the golden, so between the second and the third, up through the second white, down through the first, and up through the second again. Now, one golden, three red, so 1, 2, and 3, one golden, one red, one golden, now we need to put again 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, one golden, and 2 white, 1 and 2. And we finished one more row. For the next row, again unspin the thread. I have no idea why it keeps spinning. So for the next row, it's going to be a decrease row once again, and we're going to pick this time one white and one green, and again go through under the thread between the second and the third, up through the green, down through the white, and up through the green again, one golden, three red, so 1, 2, and 3, two golden, so 1, 2, now we have again 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, one golden, one green, ignore the background, it's just my cat, and one white. And and we finished another row. For the next row, again unspin the thread. Okay, this is going to be again a decrease row, so pick up 2 green, and we're going to go under the thread between the green and the golden, up through the second green, down through the first, and up through the second again. Now we have 4 golden, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 red, and again 4 golden, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 2 green, so 1, and 2. And we finished one more row. The next row is going to be a decrease row once again. So we're going to be picking up 1 green and 1 golden. So 1 green and 1 golden, and we're going to go under the thread between the green and the golden. Up through the golden, down through the green, and up through the golden again, like so. Now 3 red, so 1, 2, 3, 2 golden, so 1, 2, now again 3 red, so 1, 2, 3, 1 golden, and 1 green. And we finished one more row. Now for the next row, it's going to be another decrease row. So we're going to be picking up 1 golden and 1 red. Let me just move some more red beads over here. So 1 golden and 1 red. And we're going to go under the thread between the golden and the red. Up through the red. Sorry, I hit the phone. Down through the golden and up through the red again. And 2 more red, so 1 and 2. Now we put 1 golden, 1 red, 1 golden, 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, and 1 golden. And we finished 1 more row. Now we are here, so for the next row, this row is going to be an increase row. So we're going to grow the numbers of beads. So we're going to be picking up 1 golden and 1 red. And as I said, in all increase row, we go under the thread between the first and the second. And we just go up through the red bead. Now we add 2 more red beads, so 1, and 2. So we have our 3 red beads, 1 golden, 2 red, so 1, and 2, 1 golden, 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, and 1 golden. As I said, this is an increase row, so we're going to put the golden under the thread where we went with the last red bead. Like so. Now my thread is getting short, so I'm going to change it, but I'm going to show you how. So I want to reach I'm going to work my thread into the project, but reach a white bead so that we don't see the thread. So I'm just going to turn the project around, and I'm just going to go down. This is why I said you need a thinner needle, because you will be going through some beads. You don't want to break them, because then we'll just have to start all over. I hope I didn't jinx myself and just break a bead. So I'm literally just going down my project till I reach the white area. Now I'm going to go through this. I'm not going to go through that, it doesn't go. Okay. So I think it's pretty secure. If you don't think it's secure enough, you can just go through this go one up. Normally you would go up and down, but the idea is that this is so tight because the thread is not thin and the beads are small that it just secures itself. So now I think it's pretty safe, and I'm just gonna cut the thread. I'm gonna get new thread. I should have prepared this before. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'll be fast. Now, you can either work your way from here, work your way here and there, or you can just make a tiny knot and hide it in here in this line. So I'm just gonna try to do that. So I'm just going to make a tiny knot on my thread. See, tiny knot, and I'm going to go, see, from white again, because it's very tight, so even a tiny knot will hold it in place. And I'm gonna go through these 4. So this is with my new thread. Now I will go down to this one. I'm just gonna pull a bit from the thread to see if this is secure, and now I know it's secure. And I'm going to do my best to reach this top golden bead. Okay, hopefully I don't break it. The golden beads have a smaller interior. So I'm literally just going through these beads to reach the golden on top there. And this is how you're going to do when you change the thread. You just make sure when you cut it, or when you add new thread, is in the area where on the color of the beads that your thread is. So if you have, for example, green thread, though you shouldn't, you should have white. Like the background, have the background, that's the thread. And now let's go through this golden one. Hopefully it will not break, because as I said, the golden beads are a little bit tricky. And I'm gonna go up through the last bead where I want to continue my work from. And I'm just going to cut this, and if it remains a little bit, this will just get burned. So we will just burn this, so it will not be visible. Okay, now we finished our first, from this area, first increase row. Now again we're going to have an increase row, so we're going to have a higher number of beads, and we're going to be picking up 2 golden beads, and we're going to go under the thread between the golden and the red, so between the first and the second bead, and we're just going to go up through this golden bead like so. And we need to add 3 more golden, so 1, 2. If I'm too slow, you can increase the video speed. And 3, because I might be slower just because I have to look, so you might work faster or something, and I have to look at the phone as well to see that I'm in the center and it's visible. So we added 5 golden. Now we need to add 3 red, so 1, 2, and 3, and again 5 golden, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th, because it's an increased row, in the same space where we put the 4th, we go with the 5th golden bead. Like so. And we finished one more row, and this was a increased row. Next row, this is a trickier one because it's a decreased row, but we have to move a bit from where we start. Now we need to be exiting the third, so we need to be exiting this bead, the third golden. So what we're going to do, without adding anything, I'm just going to go down through this one. So I go down through this without adding anything, and I'm going to go up through this, because from here I'm going to start. So you have to have your thread exiting the third golden bead. Turn your work, because we're going to be working like this. Now pick up 2 green. This is going to be a decrease, so we're going to go with the thread between the 4th and the 5th golden. So that's where we're going to be going with these 2 green, up through the 2nd green, like so, down through the 1st, and up through the 2nd again. Now pick up 1 golden and go under the thread between the golden and the red. Now we have 2 red, so pick up 1 red and the 2nd red, one golden, and 2 green, 1 and 2. And we finished one more row. Next row, we're going to turn our work. It's again a decrease row, so pick up 2 green, 1, 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the green and the golden, up through the 2nd green, down through the 1st, and up through the 2nd green again, one golden, one red, and one golden again, and now 2 red, 1 and 2. And we finished one more row. Let me unspin my thread, because yes, Now next row, it's going to be an increase row. This is the last increase row. So we're going to be picking up 2 green, and we're going to go under the thread between the first 2 green, like so, and just up through the second green. Now we have 1 white, 2 golden, so 1, and 2, one white, and 2 green, 1, and 2, in the same place where we put the last one, because it's a increase row. And we finished 1 more row. Now all the rows we make, it's going to be decrease rows, so we're just going to decrease from now on. Not many left for our brick stitch. Next row, the thread has to come out of this bead. So unlike the other time, we could just go through this down and through this up. Now we need to exit this green. So what we're going to do, whenever you want to exit the bead exactly next to where your thread is exiting, just go down 2 beads like this. So we're going to go down through these 2, like so. Yeah, so I went through these 2 down, so through this and this down. I'm going to go up through this, so the one on the side. I don't want any knots and tangles, that's why I'm not doing at the same time. And now I'm going to go up through the bead I want to exit from. And I am where I need to be. Now pick up 2 white, 1 and 2, and go under the thread between the white and the golden. Next, go up through the second white, down through the first, and up through the second again. Next, 1 golden bead, and again 2 white, 1, and 2. And we finish 1 more row, and now we just decrease with white. So turn your work, pick up 2 white beads, go under the thread between the white, the second white and the golden, up through the second white, down through the first, up through the second again, and again pick up a white bead, and again another white bead. Next up, turn your work, pick up 2 white beads, again a decrease row, so go under the thread between the second and the third bead, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. Pick up 1 white bead and go under the thread between the third and the fourth. Now normally here you can choose, you can either do 2 1 and make the loop, or you can make already the loop. On the other one I made the loop directly from the third, so I'm just going to do the same. So how I did this, I turn my work and I pick up 6 white beads. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. because this is going to be where my clasp is going. And I just went under the thread between the second and the third, as I would normally, even if I pick 2. So I went with 6 now, and it's going to be like this. I went up through these 3. It's going to be a little bit, so up through these 3, down through this other 3, and I went again up through these 3, and this, like, I'm just strengthening it a little bit, because this is where my clasp is going to be. So on this 6 beads, I went 2 or 3 times just to strengthen it. You can go as many times as you want, well, as many times as your space allows you. Now, generally I make 1 knot here, just to, because here is where my clasp is going to be, and I want this part to be a little bit more strong. Now we finished the top part. Let me show you where we are. So we finished the top part, and we need to move on to the fringe. Yeah, this is hardened. You see, this is why it stays more flat. I'm going to flatten this one and harden it as well. As I said, Mod Podge. I will show you which one I'm using, which is awesome. So it's this one. It doesn't leave any traces. It protects the beads. It's hardened them. Very good. Use it. So now we need to go with our thread to one of these sides to start making the fringe. Now, so I'm here, and I'm just going to go without adding absolutely anything. Obviously, I'm just going to make my way down here. So let's hope we manage to not mess up any beads, to not cut our thread, to make sure that everything goes okay. So this is nothing special, just trying to reach the bottom so we can start our fringe. I'm just going to do this on my own. Just work your way down to one of these sides so we can start the fringe, and I'll come back when I'm down here. Okay, so my thread is coming out of this. So here is where I start. Now, before I start the fringe, let me explain the fringe. There's a pattern here. So we're going to start with sequence of green, white, green, white, green, white. This is going to be 4 times all the way. You see, it's just a pattern. So we're going to start with this sequence, then 6 green, then again 4 groups of red, green, then 6 red, then 3 golden. Each fringe we add 3 more white until we reach the golden part. So till here. So we have this 7 where it's going to be not starting with white, just the green white sequence, then green, then red green sequence, then red, and then 3 white, then we add 6 white, then we add. So we are going to do all the fringes together, but I just want you to understand how the sequence works. I'm going to show you what I put, but I just want you to understand how it works. Yeah, so you have here no white added at the beginning, then you have 3, then you have 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. This is the only part that increases. All these remain the same. The golden part, because here you're going to be 18. At the golden, you're just going to put golden instead of white. So you're going to have 21. Here, you're going to have 24. And from here, we again decrease. So again, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, none. It's just a sequence we're going to do all together, but just so you understand, it's just, this is the pattern. Okay, so now we discussed how the pattern is, and we're going to start. Now, as I said, the first fringe doesn't start with white, it starts with the sequence of green, white 4 times. So 4 times we're going to do like this: green, white, green, white, green, white, green, white. So this is how we start. Yeah, we have 4 groups of green white, and now we add 6 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next up, we have the sequence of red. So we're gonna do red green. So 1 group, second group, third group, fourth group, like so. Next up, we have the 6 red. So we're gonna picking up 6 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the 3 golden. 1, 2, and 3. So this is our first fringe. Now, how to work the fringe? You know, so that you don't have spaces here, you know, so that it doesn't look like this. You hold it like this, and like so. And you push the first bead aside, and you go with your needle through all of the beads. So I'm holding it like this, yeah? And you go with the needle through all of your beads. Like so. You see, I have space here, but I will show you how to fix that. So you don't have to go with all at one time. You just make sure you go through all of them. Don't skip a bead. Don't like, make sure that the thread when you come back doesn't poke the thread. Like, don't poke the thread. Just make sure you go through all of the beads. So my fringe looks like this. Yeah, I have space here. I don't want to have space here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold on to the thread and to the fringe, and I'm just going to pull just a little bit. Like, you hold on to this and you pull the thread. Don't pull it too hard so it doesn't get too stiff. Like, if you pull too hard, it will get too stiff. And don't leave it too soft so you don't have gap here. Yeah, you just make sure it's proper tension. Now, after you did that, we are going to go. I'm holding it upside down. After you did that, you're going to go through these 3 here, the ladder, like so. And because I'm going to be working on this side, make sure you're always on one side working, because you're going to have, see, this is my back. If you look closely, you can see the threads here. And I don't want to see the threads here because on this side you don't see them so well. So I'm just going to work on one side. And now after I did this, see, I'm just going to go through the next group. Next. Make sure your fringe is not too tight. If it is, just pull a bit. It has to be like this, not have space here and not to be too tight. For the next fringe, it's 3 white plus all this. So pick up 3 white, 1, 2, 3, and then we just add all the ones we added before. So the green white sequence, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the 6 green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the red green sequence, so we start with red, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we add the group of 6 red, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 3 golden, 1, 2, 3. And you can see it's the same, but with the 3 white beads added at the beginning. Now again, I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm just going to ignore the first bead, and I'm gonna go with my thread through all of these beads, making sure I don't miss any of them. You can go like in multiple rounds, like you don't have to go all at once, obviously. So just make sure you go through all of them. Like so. Till we are at the end of our fringe. Now, as I said previously, pull from the fringe a bit and from this, just to make sure it's proper tension. Now I'm going to go through these 3 here. Like so. Checking the tension, all okay. I can go to the next group. Always check that your fringes are okay. Like if you see, look, for example, I feel this is too tight, just pull a bit, because afterwards you're not going to be able to, like if you work too many, you're not going to be able to check the tension. So as you work each fringe, make sure the tension is proper. Just gonna put it here. Now we have the next fringe to do. Next fringe, we add 3 more white, so we're going to start with 6 white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do the green white sequence. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like so. Now 6 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do the red green sequence. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the 6 red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 3 golden. 1, 2, and 3. And we're pushing all back, and we have our 3rd fringe. And again, I'm gonna hold my work like so, and I'm gonna go with my needle through all of these beads. What I sometimes do is, as soon as I put the first round, when I go with the needle to the first group of beads, I pull it then, so my tension is proper from the beginning, and then I don't have to fix it at the end. But you can do it anytime. Just make sure you do it after each fringe, like to check the tension after each fringe you do. So I'm just going to be going through all of my beads. Like so. And I'm gonna go up through these 3 from this group here. The last one doesn't want to. We force it. Checking the fringe tension. Let's see. Seems okay-ish. I'm just gonna pull a little bit. Seems okay now. And I'm just gonna go now for the next group. As I said, the beads are small, so it's not so easy to pass through them. Okay. Now we start the next fringe. For the next fringe, you see have a 3, 6. Now we go with 9 white. So this is back bead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we repeat all we did, the repeat row, the repeat zone. So green, white, green, white, green, white, green, white. 6 green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now red and green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, and we push it down. So you see that we are here. And now the 6 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red, and 3 golden, 1, 2, 3. And we finished we put the beads for the 4th fringe. And again, holding the work like this and going. You see, I have space here. I'm gonna go through my first group of beads, yeah, and I'm just going to slowly pull like this, like, you know, and then the tension is generally good, like I don't have to extra tension, but as I said, make sure after each fringe that your tension is, it's good and you are where you, it looks okay. And from here we go up through these 3 from the ladder. And now we pull a bit like this, and you see here is, we check the tension like so. Here it is too loose, so what I'm going to do, hold this and just pull a bit, just a bit, so I don't make it too tight. I just don't want to have it so loose. Now the tension is okay, and I'm gonna go to the next group. And always arrange your fringes so they don't go wobbly, so they stay nice. Now we go on the fifth fringe. So here we have 3, 6, 9. Now we go with 12. So 12 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The green white group, green, white, green, white, green, white, green, white. 6 green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The red green group, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. 6 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the 3 golden, 1, 2, and 3. And again I'm gonna grab my work, hold it upside down, make sure all my previous fringes are on this side, hold it like this, and go through all of them from down up on the fringe. Pull the thread a bit here to make sure the tension is proper, and then just slowly move down with the needle. So I'm at the base. Now I'm going to go through these 3, and then I'm going to check my tension. Now let's see how it looks. It's pretty good. Tension is, it's fine. I'm not holding the thread, so we can go through to the next one. Okay, arranging the fringe again. We are on our 6th fringe. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12. The next is 15. So we start with 15 white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we do the repeatable pattern. So green, white, green, white, green, white, green, white, 6 green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The red green pattern, red green, red green, red green, red green, 6 green, sorry, red, 6 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 golden, 1, 2, 3. And I push them all down and we check so that everything looks fine. And now we go again. Hold the earring like this and go through all of them like so. And we go down. And I'm gonna go through these 3 and then I'm going to check my fringe tension. So let's see. Just going to make sure it's okay. Yes, it's okay. See, it's good. Now my thread is short, so I have to change my thread, but I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to work around this white and then I'm going to come either from this side or from this side, but we need to exit when you change your thread with the fringe. You just need to exit the next group, so where you have to do the next work. So if it's finished here, work your way into the white area, cut it off, add the next thread. You can add it through here, through this area where it's, if you do with the knot, if no, you can just work it in and make sure you exit here. I'm gonna come back with the new thread because I already showed you how to work it around. I'm gonna come back with the new thread that's coming out of here. So you fasten it off here, add a new thread here and make sure you come out of here. So we start with the new fringe. So I added my thread. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I made a knot. I went through here and then I made my way. So I exit this one here and I cut the end and I burn it so it's not visible. Now for the next fringe, we are on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6 on our 7th fringe, and we have to add. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 white. So we're going to be picking up 18 white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 18 white. Just gonna put them down. And now we do the repeats. So let me just grab more white here. We're going to do the repeat. So green, white first. Green, white group. So green, white, green, white, green, white, green, white. And then we have the 6 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have the red green group. So red green, red green, red green, red green. I have one extra green here, so we just have to have 4 of each. Now we have 6 red, so I'm just gonna grab more red and mix it here in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 3 golden. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna pull them all down like so. I'm gonna grab my work the same way I did before, skip the first bead and go down through all of them, making sure I don't skip any beads and that I don't poke my thread from the previous, so the thread that's already holding the beads. So I'm just gonna go down through all and through the 3 from the base. I'm just gonna pull slowly so we don't get any knots because my thread is long now. Now I'm going to check the tension. It's okay, so I can go through the next one. The next row, we're going to put, instead of white, we're going to go with golden. So if here we had 18, now we're going to have 21 but golden. So pick up 21 golden. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have the 21 golden. This is instead of the white. And now we'll do the repeat again. So green, white, green, white, green. Sorry. Not white because we're with golden. I'm very, very sorry. So instead of white, we put golden. So we have green, golden, green, golden, green, golden, green, golden. So we have 4 of each. So I'm very, very sorry. I hope you didn't mess up. So it's green, golden, green, golden. And now we go with the normal. So we have 6 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green. Now we have the group of red, green. So red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. So we have again 4 of each. Now we put 6 red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red and 3 golden. 1, 2, and 3. And again pulling everything down. And this is our, I'll have to move like this, our next fringe. Now I'm going to hold it like this again and skip the first bead and go down through the beads. See, I almost skipped that red one, so make sure you don't skip any of the beads. Just take it slow, no rush, because if you rush then you might skip a bead and then you'll have to redo everything. So better go slow than have issues with your whole work. So now I'm just going with my needle through all of the beads I previously put on, like so, plus the 3 white beads from the base. And now when I pull, make sure you go slow because you might catch the thread in this fringe, so just make sure it's okay. Now let's check the tension. It's okay. We can go to the next. Now we have the middle. This will be our longest fringe, and the most tricky is to go through the 3 because I told you the golden ones have a smaller hole. Now we're going to do like we did here. So the group will be the same. And now we have here 21, so we're going to have 24. Is it true? Let's check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. Yes, 21. So I'm going to put now 24. So 24 golden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we have our 24 golden. Now we need to do the green golden group. So green, golden, green, golden, green, golden, green, and golden. And now everything as we did previously. So just pull my thread. So 6 green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have red green. So red green, red green, red green, red green. Now 6 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red, and 3 golden. 1, 2, and 3. And this is how it looks down. Now we're gonna take it up again. Hold on to this, skip the first bead down, and go down with the needle through all of the beads from the fringe. Make sure you don't skip any. Next. Just going down through all. Plus the 3 golden from the base. Pulling the thread slowly. Okay, checking the tension. It's good. We can go to the next one. Now, it is all repeatable, so I'm not going to do it with you because this is already a very, very long tutorial and I don't want you guys to get very, very bored of me. So this is the middle. We've made the middle. From here towards the end, you're just going to repeat these fringes starting from here. So you start it like this, now you go back. So this one will be 21 golden plus this. Then it's going to be 18 white plus this. So you're just going to go back towards and the end you should have this. So you have 24 here, here you have 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, and none. So you're just going to do this on this other side like a mirror. Now, as I said at the beginning, I said I'm going to do it all, like we're going to do all the tutorial, but it is very long already and I don't want you guys to think it's so long, so you're not going to click on it. So you're going to do this on your own. It's very easy to make. I explained the pattern. You can copy it from the ones you have already made. Hopefully this will be helpful for you guys. As I said, I don't get requests on doing stuff. If I would think and make something, but on this one I did have requests, so I did have people asking for these earrings. So hopefully I made some of you happy to have made this tutorial. And yeah, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and watch my videos. I lack watch time to be monetized, so just watch my videos. Let's just look at them, leave them there to watch, put them on repeat or something. Okay, so thank you for watching. Hopefully it was helpful, and yeah, happy beading.